Hi, I'm Joy McKnight, Deputy Editor at The Banker, and I'm here at Money 2020 Europe in Copenhagen. And we're doing a special View From series, which is really looking at women in innovation in payments. So I'm very happy to have Jacqueline Kao here, who is Global Head of Payments, Go-to-Market at Western Union. Thanks so much for joining us, Jacqueline.
You're most welcome, Joy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. So why are you at Money 20 and what do you hope to get out of it?
Money 2020 has become, in a very short period, has become the centre of innovation, the centre of financial technology. With the level of change that's happening in the industry, it's a fantastic location to meet anyone who is anybody.
And so what would you say are the biggest challenges to payments today?
Western Union, from our perspective, we look at it two different perspectives. On the consumer side, we serve 150 million consumer clients today. Managing the logistics around the global reach, the global network to support those clients is quite significant. Our agent locations, the sum total of our agent locations is more than McDonald's, Starbucks and Subway combined. So it's a huge challenge both in terms of reach, the regulatory environment we have to deal with, the currencies, the cross-border flows. So that logistics is a significant issue from a payments world. And it's just a reality of a truly global business. The other challenge, if you look at another part of Western Union, is how we serve our corporate clients. Now, one of the biggest problems corporates face today in the payments environment is the working capital. Having access to cash, managing that working capital, understanding their cash flow. So one of the benefits of being at an event like this is that the technology that's been made available over the most recent years allows organisations like us and others to equip those corporates with greater visibility to their cash flow, greater transparency on what's happening within their supply chain, and it allows us to serve that client better. A prime example was last year at Money 2020, Western Union launched the Edge platform, which is a digital payments platform that allows corporates to have that kind of visibility. But that's only an example of many solutions and many organisations that can support the corporate clients as they deal with what is becoming a very fast-moving, highly innovative and disruptive industry.
Okay. It's very interesting. You touched on it a little bit, which is around compliance. Obviously, there's sort of a global rise in fraud, for one thing, and there's a huge amount of pain points for banks and other payment service providers around fraud, around KYC, and also anti-money laundering. So how is Western Union really adapting its defenses to adapt to this new world?
Sure. Compliance is now at the heart of what we do. It is totally and utterly, it is the core of what our capability is. Over the last 5 years, we have increased our spend in the compliance space by 200%. Just to give you an idea, more than 20% of our employees are actually in compliance. A lot of compliance people. So a lot of rules to follow, but also a lot of opportunities identified. We continue to spend between 3 and 4% of our revenue on compliance. And again, Money 2020 is a prime example for us. It gives us the opportunity to continue understand new technology and new capability that's coming out that will allow us to manage those risks better. We have invested that money in a combination of the people I mentioned, 20% of our employees, but also a very comprehensive technology base that allows us to learn as we go. So we have a technology that not only analyzes for recurring activities, but will learn from those recurring activities to prevent them in advance. So we've built all of our compliance capability on big data in order to be able to predict rather than prevent. So it's core to what we do today.
Okay. Because obviously RegTech, which is all the regulatory technology from sort of new startups and things, that's a big topic here, but also globally now it's becoming, a huge topic. Why do you think that is, and how are you engaging with that?
I think you're making a very good point, Joy, that RegTech overall is changing the way we operate. Regulators, they have a huge challenge. I mean, the regulators are levelling the playing field, so it's increasing competition, great for our clients. More competition means more choice. But the challenge for the regulators is the pace at which technology and the pace of innovation is happening is exceeding the pace at which the regulators can stay up to speed. So there's got to be greater collaboration, and you're seeing greater collaboration in the industry between the regulators and the fintech organisations in order to ensure that the regulation is moving at a fast enough pace, in order to ensure that the technology capability enables the implementation of that. And something that we like to do even inside of Western Union is we try to help bring those together. So an example was earlier this year we worked with the UK Department of Trade to host some events for them when they brought some fintech companies to New York. We actually spent some time with them, giving them insight into the regulatory environment that they were operating in, the compliance requirements that fintech organizations had to satisfy, so that we increase that balance, increase that flow of information. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to do the same thing. We're all here to provide a better service to our client, and we're all here to partner to enable a safer, better protected environment for all of us.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your insights, Jacqueline.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of the conference.